that we're coming into creating organizations and doing services at, when you think about how other organizations and bigger foundations, they are endowed, they have money, they have all these different things, but we come in it as heart tender people, trying to fill in gaps and find ways to use our skills to help other people. But the reality of it is, sometimes we are maybe half a step or maybe one step removed from the people that we're actually serving. And that sometimes fosters the imposter syndrome, because you feel like they just looking just like me. I mean, I was just doing this last week. I was just doing this last month. I was just in the same spot. So because we have our stories, our lived experience is really our expertise, because we really truly know their story, it also feeds this lie. It's basically a lie to say that, oh, because you walked in these shoes, then that means that you can't be the expert. But it is the very definition of why you are the expert. But but if we listen to how outside people who want to tell us about our lived experience, about the value of what we have and our impact in our community and just our impact in our everyday life, they will like, oh, you don't have any letters after your name, you don't have any degrees, you don't have this. You don't have to have that, because I know this path. Don't do what I, like you said, Pablo, don't do what I did. These are the steps to the landmines to not get there. and let me help you along the way to not, and help you understand the decisions that I made to not, where I made the step I made and what I learned from that, so that you can make a better decision. But it does feed this need to feel like we need to be so far removed from the people that we serve, but it's actually the very definition of why we are the best person to serve the people that we're serving. But it's a daily and constant struggle to say like, oh, and then also, honestly, we're underfunded. We're not funded, so we shouldn't be in the space of struggle trying to help people. But programs and situations create space where we have to beg for the resources that we need, the help that we need to help the people that we need to help. And in that begging, it creates a deficit in our own financial and personal lives that then also feeds into that imposter syndrome. So all of these different factors of not being so far removed from the people you serve, and also not financially being sustainable personally, because the organization is maybe not financially sustainable, because you're constantly having to find ways to fund the mission when there are dollars out here, but then there's so many barriers and roadblocks to get to those dollars.